We can help each other when we doing something, when we start doing something, or we have business, we have dreamed. You know what? Why don't we support, right? Each other, right? So this is an awesome way. That's why I love to be in the movement makers. You know what? My life actually has changed a lot when I joined Movement Maker. Not right away. You know, just like everything else, takes time. At the beginning, I joined the Movement Maker because I'm a big fan of Evan Carmichael, right? And then maybe first 6 months, actually, I didn't schedule myself in to the meeting, for the meetings, because I just didn't set the time. But I just realized it, like, I am paying for just be joined in the Facebook group. How come I didn't just make my time to join his Zoom meeting, right? Join the movement makers Zoom meeting. It's like twice a month. And I used to think, oh my gosh, I can't do that because I'm working. I had the mindset, oh my gosh, you know, I'm working Thursday morning, so I don't think I can do it. So I am going to watch an archive after that. But you know what? I didn't do it. Actually, those kinds of training, the best if you join at the real time, right? I find it, I don't get the same feeling if I watch it later. So it's good to join. It's good to join, like when the meeting is happening, right? So I find it. So when I starting to get involved, I just find it like, oh, I like it fun. And I like it. This is so much fun. It was scary first because it's English, right? But I just find it's fun because I've met so many like-minded people. They don't judge. Like I wasn't, how do I say? I wasn't really speaking good English back then, but everybody was so supportive. Everybody was so carefully listen my stories in the break room, right? So that's why it's one of the things. It's the power of goal setting, right? I wanted to share. If you set the goal, right? And then to achieve your goal, join community, or you're gonna be surrounded with like-minded people. And then if you do that, you can achieve your goal much faster, much easier, because now you have cheerleaders, you have support system, right? So that's it. It's not really hard. That's one of the things I can recommend, right? How to achieve your goal. Once you do goal setting, you need to do, right? You gotta set your goal. It doesn't matter, no matter big or small. Like $3 billion, right, Hitchcock? Well, I say that too. Anyway, so, oh my God. So anyways, other things is, okay, I want to just, how would I say? I want to share a story about my story, actually. When I was 18, back then, there was no internet, actually. There might be internet, but not my village. No internet. And then, actually, I already set the goal without noticing it by my, English teacher, right? His name is Mr. Sueyoshi. It takes a village to raise a kid. That's right. That's so true. Takes a village, right? Movement maker village. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, but when you were 18 last week. Oh no! What did I say? Okay, when I was 18, I was 18. Anyway, so okay, when it's like I was 18, when I was 18, just before I graduated high school, right? Yeah, I set the goal without noticing it, actually, because my Mr. Sueyoshi asked, "Are you going to college? Are you going to university?" And then I just like, because I got so much family dramas. So, and then I couldn't afford to go to university and college. And I couldn't find anything I really want to do in university and college. And then, so I told Mr. Swearshi, because I always like to do something to do with hair. I always like to just use scissors, create papers, whatever, right? And I always give awful haircut. I always gave awful haircut. A Japanese Barbie doll. I always like to create stuff with my hand. And I like to English, right? So English was one of my favorite subjects when I was a student. So I told Swearshi, Mr. Swearshi, I said, I'm gonna be a hairstylist. I'm not going to college or university. He said, okay, that's great. That's a great idea. But, he didn't stop it there. He even asked me go deeper. He said, well, what kind of hairstylist do you want it to be? I just like, what do you mean by that? Hairstylist is hairstylist. But he's been asking me like, Tessa, you have to make it a little bit more in detail, defined, right? You can't just say, I want to be a confident woman. What kind of confident woman do you want to be? That's just like, you have to make it in detail, right? That way it's easier to go step forward. It's easier to keep going, right? So it's just like, okay, what kind of, what kind of hairstylist do I want to be? I don't know. And then I just look at him. He's an English teacher. So I just like, okay, I want to be a hairstylist who can speak English. And I said that. Actually, I only just look at him. I didn't even think about it. But that words came out of my mouth. And after that, it was pause. I just like, I think I don't know. I said something I don't mean to, right? But I really meant to, actually, in my mind. And then he said, he told me, amazing, he said, I will cheer for you, Yuko. All right, so let's take next action. See, I had a great teacher at my high school. I only have 2 teachers I remember. I only have 2 teachers that when I go to Japan, I wanna how do I say, make time to see them. Actually, I do. I still get a hold of them and just have a coffee or have a dinner with them too. Actually, they are so important, right? So he said, okay, what's the next actions? Okay, well, I'll help you out. So he helped me to find a hairstylist at school, dressing school. But I couldn't wind up go there because it was too far. So anyway, that was my goal, right? That was my goal. I was 18. I set the goal. I want to be a hairstylist who can speak English. So how can I do it, right? So anyway, next step I did was after I graduated high school, right? And I found a place to work. I didn't go to school right away. I found a place to work as just a part-time hair salon, right? Because the reason I didn't go to school right away, because I didn't have money. I didn't have money. I didn't ask my parents because my parents are divorced. My mom is a single mom. She didn't have money, right? And she didn't want me to be a hairstylist, actually. So she just didn't want to support me. I didn't ask her. And of course, this is the dream I set up. Not the other people set up, right? Not my mom told me so, to do so. Not my dad, right? I made a decision to be a hairstylist who can speak English, right? So anyway, I decided to work. And then it's at the hair salon. Started like part-time job. And then after I started to saving little money, right, from like small paycheck, I think back then I had like a couple jobs too, actually. So start saving money. And then I went to school part-time, working during the day, or I mean like working certain time, go to school certain time, right? That kind of. It took me 2 years to graduate school, but I did it. I paid my own education. Feels good if you pay your own education. Actually, I find it, I learn better because you pay for it. If somebody else pay for your education, right? More likely, like, like a lot of people, they just like, yeah, my dad paid for it. I just go there and just put your name and put my name and just leave. I have some friends like that too, right? So that's what I find it. So I just like, I want to learn. When I really want to learn something, I prefer to pay. Because if money involves, of course, I don't want to waste money. I take it more seriously too. Right, Tessa? So I am so glad you charged your seminar, right? It was amazing. Like, it's just like, so now I just like, okay, I pay for it. It's not awfully super expensive, but you know what? Just put the money. And then, I pay for Tessa, right? For this seminar's coming up, December 4th and 5th, goal setting seminar. I pay for her, but that's my investment, right? I rather invest. I mean, I like to invest myself anyway. So yeah, so I did it. I went to school, I pay for my own, right? That's just getting there. And then I just said, okay, I want to keep my English. I want to just, keep learning English. So I started taking a private lesson once a week. I just showed up. I don't know, I learned a lot, but I don't know. But I kept myself going. I went to school, took a class once a week after work. So I keep going there. Okay, so maybe it's English is a little better. And then what's my next action to do it? All right, so I'm not going to get into detail, but I made a decision to come to Canada, right? Okay, so getting closer. And then after that, I was cutting hair without license, actually, just family and friends. But I noticed, like, the more people, as I start doing it, the more people keep coming, more people keep asking, oh, can you color my hair? Can you give me a perm? But I couldn't buy any supply without license. So I just like, you know what? It's time to go to next step. I just like, you know what? I have to have a license in Ontario here. So I took a big action, right? And then I took a exam and I passed exam, right? And then so therefore and then here I achieved my goal. I became hairstylist, right? Who can speak English, right? I find it's once you reach the goal, I find it's not the end. I just like, okay, I achieved my goal. This is it. And I find it, no, wait, there's more. I can keep learning. I can keep myself growing. I can keep myself learning, right? By going further, my goal. So it's so much fun. It's so much fun, actually, to do a goal setting. Because now, you know what? If you do goal setting, and you can set the purpose, right? You can set the purpose to wake up, and then just you keep it going. If you do not have a goal setting, I told you it doesn't matter, big or small, right? Big, it doesn't matter. Drink a water every day for I'll do that. I'm gonna drink a water every day for straight 30 days. Yes, that's December's goal setting. Amazing. Amazing. Right? So it doesn't matter. But like, you know what? You feel like it's just like you do achieve your goal, and then you feel like you got something to looking forward to, actually. Something. And then you can have fun. And by you doing that, nowadays, here's a great tools. It's called social network. It's called internet. Back then, when I was trying to do that goal, achieve the goals to be a hairstylist, I got hairstylist license in Ontario when I was 35. Actually, almost there was not much internet. I didn't have internet. I didn't have the Facebook. I didn't have those community. So it was much harder. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of time to reach my goal, actually. Because in order to do hairstylist, I couldn't Google it. How can I be hairstylist in Ontario? No, it's much easier. Much easier. But back then, I had to go physically, go to the office, government office, the place to place, to get the textbook or to get the information. But now, much easier. And I didn't have anybody, no community, like just no support team. So I had to do it alone with family and friends support. They can just like, go for it. All right, I'll help you out. Not help you out, but I just like, you know what, good luck, you go. I know, but sometimes it's so hard. It's the people said, good luck. All right, you can do it. I know it's helpful, but it's not enough. It's not enough. So nowadays, if you want to achieve your goal, I just mentioned it before earlier, right? Join the community. Like, you know what? Just search internet, Google, join. Or like, if you hear me talking about Movement Maker, join, try. At least try. Do not waste your time to think about it. You join. If you don't like it, just move next on. Move it to next things. It doesn't matter. You can change. You can change, right? Just try it. And if you want to do goal setting, why don't you spend 2 hours? 2 hours to join Tessa's life, right? Not like Tessa's seminar, right? And then to get to know about the importance of goal setting, how to set your goal. She's already everything. She experienced it, right? She's already done it. And she's already achieved it. Yesterday, she told me, we did an IG live, right? And then she said, I've been writing 2003, right? And she's been writing her goal setting since 2003 and on her notebook with blue pen. Yes, you have to use blue pen. You gotta use blue pen. Go Staples. Go Staples. Buy blue pens. Do not buy. I don't know. I prefer not to buy a blue pen from dollar store because it's just so frustrating. So frustrating, right? I prefer spend a little bit more money for the pen. So I prefer Go Staples. Buy blue pen. Blue pen, write it down. Blue pen, write it down. She said, I've achieved every single goals. I wrote it down on the book. She's approved. She's experienced it and experienced all those things. And she is sharing with us, for us, right? She's already proved it worked. Every little thing she tried. And she picked the right things, right? Okay, this is good, this is good, this is good, this is good. All right, so I can just, turn this one to my webinar and seminar. That's great. So because you don't have to keep searching, try everything. Like Evan always said, model success, right? If you want to achieve your goals, if you want to success in your life, right? You want to go, you want to just reach your goal. why don't you model success? Who's already done it? Much easier. I think most of the stuff in this world, you wanted to be I'm going to be the first one to invent goal setting. I want to be the first one to make women confidence. Actually, hey Vanessa, thank you so much. Actually, most of the stuff you really want to do, somebody else already done it. So why don't you model? And as you are doing, like maybe I can say copy. Why don't you just doing what they be doing, right? And then you know what? You're not gonna create exact same things actually, because you're not him, you're not her. So I'm gonna be taking a seminar from Tessa, goal setting. What I learned from Tessa, and then I'm not the way I am going to do it. She's my model, but it's not gonna be exact what Tessa achieved. Do as she's done it. Because as I'm doing it, I am going to create my own version, right? And the unique version. And that version, maybe one day somebody else can model, right? And then that somebody else can create their own version. I believe that's how pass it on too. That's why learning is important. Learning is important. If you learn something, you gotta share, right? Do not be afraid to share. And do not afraid to just, okay, I am going to share once. I can make it perfect, create the perfect things. No, learn, share. I know you have to learn a lot, right? In order to start to speak or in order to teach, I know you have to learn a lot. You gotta study a lot too. But don't be afraid to share. Don't be afraid to share. By sharing it, somebody else are giving a great idea too. And take those ideas. Gladly say, thank you so much. Like, Hitchcock, he said, you about a Muji pens. Muji pen is so good. Like, Muji pen, I don't think you can buy Muji pen. Muji, that's the Japanese ones. Muji pens at Staples. But I know there's a Muji store everywhere. There's one in Toronto too. Or probably I can buy online. Yeah. It's by you sharing some information. Somebody else maybe have better or different information. Take them. Do not refuse them. Take them. If it's okay for you, it doesn't work for you, it's not really digesting good, I understand. But that's okay. Yeah. Oh, what is it? I prefer Japanese 0.38 millimeter black gel pen. Black gel pen? You mean like Fliction? I don't know. I use Fliction. It's called Fliction. Like, I think it's Uni. I think it's like Japanese company. I love those ones too. But goal setting, I use Uniball. That's my favorite too. Actually, you can't erase it, but that's so good. So that's it. I think that's all I want to share. Yeah, I achieve. I hope I can share good. But the main thing is that I really wanted to promote my friend Tessa Marie's goal setting seminar is coming up. And then do not forget to order this goal setting journal. Go to amazon.com or .ca and there's a link. Go to Tessa's Instagram account and there's a link right there too, right? It's so amazing. Like she put her words and how to set the goal at the beginning with beautiful words. You know what? That's gonna be the one. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the comment. I love it. It's just like when you guys leave a comment, that comments really pump me up too. Thank you for the heart. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, okay. Taran, have a great day. I don't think he's here already, but have a happy Friday. Thank you so much. Oh, Sadawazo-san. I like your accent. Thank you so much. I don't know why when I call your name, I always say san. San is like Mr. Actually, respect, right? So Sadawazo-san. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, Tessa said, yes, you did. Here you are, the hairstylist in Canada. You did it with capital. Thank you so much. I am so happy. You know what? Yeah, when I went back to Japan and I met a couple years ago, 6 years ago actually, I got a hold of Mr. Swear, my English teacher. And then I told him. He was so happy. I said, you know what? I did it. I did it. He's just like, I knew you were gonna do it. I believed in you. It was so good. Because, you know what? I'm pretty sure throughout the high school year, he was the only teacher that believed in me. Right? So that's just super, super supportive. And then, you know what? This is one of the teacher. I told you he's one of the teacher. He's one of the people that when I go to Japan, when I go back to Japan, I'm so busy. I'm so busy, right? Meeting everybody and to go to the seminar. I am so busy, but I always wanted to make a time to talk to him, to see him too. So anyways, I am pretty sure he's very proud of me too. Thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna use blue ink pen. Good for you. Good for you. That's good. Thank you so much, Tessa. This is a great live. Thank you. Oh, thank you. We follow her footprint. Yeah. Tessa is an amazing writer and thinker, a motivational speaker. Yes, definitely she is. You know what? I always tell Tessa, you are my English teacher. I learned some new words. Every time I talk to her, I learn something new English. So anyway, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much to spend your time. And so I hope, it's a little bit cold down here, but I am pretty sure, I shouldn't say I hope, I trust you. I trust you that you guys are going to have a great Friday. All right, bye.